Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel on a rainy Sunday in southwest England. Thanks first of all to all my new subscribers and all my subscribers that have participated in my channel over the last year. I think it's nearly a year anniversary now. I think I'm just under 400 subscribers, so thanks very much for everybody that subscribed. And I always welcome comments as well. I try and reply to everybody. On the bench today then, this is just really not a repair or anything, just a bit of info, something that I'm messing about with at the moment. So on the bench at the moment you can see some of my radio collection. All of these I've fixed in the past. And the reason I've got these on the bench is because I want to talk about batteries. More so, batteries you can't get anymore, or they're getting hard to get. So these all use unobtainable batteries. Well, I say unobtainable, you can get them, but they're like mega money, and it's not something you can just pop into your local supermarket and pick up. So, you know, I've had my thinking head on, and I've just finished one fairly major repair and a little bit more straightforward repair, which will be coming up in a video soon. But I've got a bit of time on my hands, so I wanted to tackle this battery issue. So I just thought I'd go over some of the radios I've got that use these unusual batteries. Well, not unusual, but you'll know what I mean once I go on. So first of all, this is an Echo Vanity. Lovely radio, really love this one. It was really grubby when I got it. As you can see, it's come up amazingly, looks lovely, and that sits in our lounge at the moment on a little table. So you know, all the brass came apart and shone up. It's solid brass, these top pieces as well. Really smart. Back, it's not mint, but it's very, very good. So let's turn it off. It does work. I did fix it. Let's just get this back panel off and I'll show you what I mean. Okay. It does say the receiver is capable of excellent sound quality and volume. However, the battery lasts longer if the volume is limited to the minimum required for reasonable listening. Now, you'll see here I've done it's not a bodge really, but it enabled me to keep this radio going at a fairly reasonable cost. So zoom in a little bit and you'll see what I mean. So down the bottom here I have got two PP3s in parallel. I've made up like a little U section out of some old foam I had, and you know, that powers this radio fine. I mean, it's obviously lots of lots of interference as usual. But yeah, that sits in there now. The battery it should have, let's turn that off, is one of these. Let's get you down a bit. You can't see what I'm doing again as usual. Now this is a PP7. I think I had the last batch of these in the country. I bought 2 boxes. I think I bought 20. I sold a lot of them on eBay, and I've got probably 4 left for myself. That's it. So these, once they're gone, they're gone. I'm going to recycle them, so if anybody's got any old PP7s or PP9s, I'll be really grateful for the connections on top, or the actual carcass. You can get these off pretty easily. You just cut around the edge, pop the top off. I'll show you that in a minute anyway. So yeah, that's the battery that should go in there. So you can see the dilemma. This, pop into your local supermarket. I mean, these are Maplin by the looks of it, and you can pick up those. I've just wired them up in parallel. Done quite a nice job of that, though. yeah, so I've just wired them up in parallel, so they're not 18 volts, they're 9 volts, but I've got much higher capacity by having 2. It would be nice to have 3, wouldn't it? Saying that, since I did this radio about a year ago, I've not replaced the batteries, so let's pop that one back out the way for a minute. So another one, lovely old Kossor. Now I bought this radio many years ago from a car boot sale. I think I paid £1 for it, and it didn't work. Now this is when I was doing my amateur, well, one of my first earlier amateur radio licenses, a novice license, and one of the guys that was helping tutor me, Alan Wicks, helped me get to grips with this one and talk to me around the circuits, how they work. Really grateful to Alan. So Alan, if you're out there watching, thank you. So this one again, we've got a couple little screws that hold this back panel in, and you'll see in there we have another PP7. Now that is actually one of my PP7s. Probably shouldn't leave that one in there really, but I was so chuffed to get the radio working.
Refuse collection may be a mundane business to get us rather worked up, especially when councils decide to change how or when.
This was AF117 issues, broken circuit board. There was lots of problems with this. It took me probably about 2 years before I actually got round to fully repairing this one. But yeah, it is working now. Again, another PP7 look. So I've left this one as a PP7, but say once that battery's gone, it's gone. So let's pop that one to one side as well. Something you possibly are a little bit more familiar with. The Hacker. Now I've just finished a repair and restoration on one of these for a customer. That video will be coming up in the near future. Quite a lengthy restoration actually, and some of the things that I did on it I'm going to need to do to this one. I have restored this in the past. You can see all the top is nice, nicely polished up. All the grill I took off and polished. The back grill in behind though should be black, which I discovered when I restored the other one. And I've got another one which I'm going to restore for my website for sale. I'm deviating a little bit here, but then you know, it's all interesting, I'm sure. If I can get the grill back in the thing. Yeah, so that is a grill that I've restored the back with, and you see there that should have a more of a black finish to it. The sun has just bleached it all out, so all I did with this is just took the grill off of it. If it'll come off again, it's fighting. And I've coloured it in with scuff coat. That's all. But yeah, that one's going to be restored for my for sale on my website soon. So deviating, let's have a look in the back of this one. Now this one's a greedy radio. It takes 2 PP7s. So again, you've got an obsolete battery and it wants 2 of them. They're just sitting there like that. And connect up. And again, I've replaced all the old AF117 transistors in this with AF127s. Tricky old job, and again I had to do that in the radio that I restored recently. But you can see this needs 2 PP7s. Now I think if you can get them, they're about a tenner each, and they'll last well, they're rubbish, to be fair. They're hollowed out. I don't know what they make them with.
She's one of our regulars. Side bins. 70% of her bag today was recyclable, he added.
Yeah, so you can see this needs two cracking little radios. These, you can see it's quite a powerful radio. Yeah, I did learn a lot by restoring the one the other day. So that's another PP7 eat-in radio. Last of all, I don't know if any of you have seen these before. I think people have done videos on these. A Philips all-transistor car portable, and I can't remember the model number off the top of my head. It's a weird PQ something or other, 12 something or other B or something like that. But this again I've restored. It has got AF117s in there, so they've all been out and been zapped. Nice little radios, and again, does work. Picks up all the usual rubbish.
And they'll say, you know, we made these changes in the last round, there's only one thing that went out when they made.
Now, this one, has got in it a PP3. You think, well, that's the right one. No, it isn't. What it should have is one of these, a PP6. So I won't connect it up, but yeah, basically that goes in the back there, and fits a lot better than a PP3 does. If I can actually squeeze it in there without connecting it up. Yeah, I put new foam in here, that's what's stopping it going in. Yeah, there's a little foam buffer in there that I put in to stop the battery rattling about, but it's just struggling to get past that. But yeah, that does fit in there, believe it or not. But again, I paid a lot of money for this. These are available. That says asonbattery.com. It's a 9 volt PP6, so I expect again there's just one of these in there. I mean, looking at it, you could probably fit two in there. So there might be two in there. Well, they've made up little coin cells, could be anything inside. So it'll be interesting once that's flat to see what they've actually done inside that. So yeah, that's some of my battery dilemmas. Let's get that out of the way. And one final one that I know there's been a lot of people looking forward to the next instalments on this one. This is the Bush. I think it's EBM 60. I can't remember off the top of my head now. But it's a rare Bush Volve portable. And this actually uses one of these, and this came with it. This is a 90 volt battery, a B131. It's got a strange connector, look, it's like a huge PP9 connector. And you know, that is in really good nick. So what I'm hoping to do with this one, I want to try and keep it as pristine as I possibly can, so I'm going to very carefully unwrap it at some stage and scan it, and I'm going to make up a battery pack for it. But that's a little way off because that's my own radio. I've got a lot of customer repairs coming in again at the moment, which is all good. So in the interest of science, I got an old PP7. This is an old Ever-Ready one. There's another one there. That these came out of a radio, totally dead. So this one I've stripped apart. So I pulled the seam off of the bottom. It's quite sharp. You can see it's starting to rust as well. I was thinking about restuffing these, but because it's rusting, I still could, but I've got better things planned. So again, there's a plastic piece goes in the bottom. That was crimped over. Then your battery cell went in there. Again, I've thrown that long since. And then you had the top piece, which sits up there with your battery terminals on. So that's what they look like inside, and then underneath you've just got these brass pieces that were attached to the battery pack inside. So say originally I was planning to restuff these, but I didn't have it didn't come off very easily, to be fair. I was hoping it would be a lot neater than that, but I am going to scan this and I'll show you why. For Christmas I had a 3D printer. So yesterday I thought I'm going to design a battery pack to replace a PP7, and this is it. This is a prototype at the moment. Let me get in a little bit closer. Yeah, this is a prototype. You can see I've smoothed all the sides down. I had to sand it back a bit because there's a bit of expansion in the printing process and it wouldn't fit in the chassis. So you'll see there's a bit of a matrix inside, and that is to take 1, 2, 3 PP9 batteries, PP3 batteries, sorry, and they all sit in there quite nicely. And I've made a lid. There's a couple cutouts inside that this snaps into, and that will be my PP7 battery. So I'm pleased with how that's turned out. Actually, it's probably the wrong way around, it's not quite lining up, but that'll basically replace that. Same size. I've got a chassis down here. This is a mini Herald chassis. Zoom out a little bit. So I've got a mini Herald chassis, and that'll sit in just there. So yeah, it is a prototype. I had a couple issues with the printing process. As I say, it's all new to me. That's better. But it did come out really well. I've got a couple ideas for fixing these. I've got some little tag eyes that I could possibly put in there. I can find them, should pull them out really. Yes, I've got a couple sizes of these, and pick these out from Maplins by the looks of it. So what I'll do is I'll use a pot rivet and drill these holes out so as they're, well, I've made them so as the pot rivets will fit through them, but there's not a lot of clearance there. So I will need to be careful, but it should all fit in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this together and see if I can fix it in place, and we'll try it in something and see if it works. Right, what I'm going to do before I do this, I'm going to solder the wires to these tags, because I don't want to put any heat on it once it's actually in the case. So I'll do that a minute first. I've got all my cables all tied together now. I've got to make sure I've got this the right way round, because I don't think when I put it together yesterday I had it the right way around. So let's get myself sorted and ready to go again. So a little tiny lock washer. So tiny I can't actually get my hands on them. There we go. Got a bit of a clearer bench now as well, which helps. See, a couple pot rivets, couple washers. Just going to get some isopropyl a minute, just clean off these tabs, get rid of any flux on them. Okay, that's cleaned them up, and I wasn't cracking up. I did have them the right way around yesterday. It did set me back a bit, that. So that is the positive terminal, is the little round one. So make sure I've got that the right orientation so it fits in the case. Let's rivet it in. There, that's better. That in there. There we have it. Ready to go. Well, not quite. I've got to file these down just so they're flush. And this one here, I don't know that the battery will snap in there properly. Let's see if I can find some battery snaps a minute. Okay, well that didn't go to plan, so unfortunately I'm probably going to have to print another one, but I'm just trying it now, riveting it from the other side. Actually, where's my little spring? Okay. So yeah, that's not enough clearance there for the snap-on to go on. Never mind, this is what it's all about, experimenting. So I'm now trying it from the other side. That is better. You see, I've cracked the top now, bashing it about, trying to drill that back out again. So let's see if it fits in my container with our 3 batteries connected up. So we've got those 2 which sit in like that. Ah, look at that. Oh my god, sod's law. Right, that's a soda wire back on now. Bear with me. Okay, back in business. So it's going to have to go that way, I think. Hopefully it'll fit. Yes, it does. Oh well, that's a relief. Let's see if go on. Yes, it will. Wow, that is a relief. As I say, I've got a bit of work to do on this. Let's just check the voltage. Make sure I haven't gone crazily wrong. Zoom back out a bit. There we go, 9.6 volts. 1 PP7 battery. So I have learnt quite a bit by doing this. I think I've got the drawing pretty much there with this. I've altered it from this original one, and again I think that seems to work with the battery snap the other way up. Yeah, they're fine, that clears well. The other one, no problem at all. So that's the key, is riveting that one upside down. So I'm going to print another top now, and then that one's done. Tomorrow I've got some black ABS coming, so now I've got my prototype done, I shall endeavour to get it printed up with a slightly stronger ABS. Right, sorry about that, the camera decided to run out of battery. What I was trying to say before it ran out of battery is you can have any number of batteries in here, or up to 3. So if you've only got a couple available, you can just put 2 in, wire them up, hook them up, just stick them in the other way around. They will have to go in a certain order in order to get the cables fitted in here, really. So say we could have 2 on there, look. See, we've got a couple PP3s available. Don't go out and spend a fortune on PP3s. Just stick a couple on. Pop the spare one in there out of the way so it can't short out on anything. Battery cables down there. There we are, 2 PP3s in there, and as I say, they're still, well, should hopefully be 9.6 volts. Good going. So again, you can just stick one in here if you want to. Because I've made the compartments, they're not going to rattle around. Yeah. It's pretty sturdy. It's not going to come apart in a hurry, that. I'm sure quite a few people will want those. And if you want one, then I should probably stick them on my website for sale, I expect. But yeah, I think that's a cracking little idea. Something I've been playing with, toying with for a long time. Say before I got the printer, I was going to strip one of these down and start using old PP7 cases, but you can't get the old ones even. The only thing I'm going to do probably at some stage is I'm going to scan these labels and stick them on here. I'm not sure how that's going to work really, but certainly I should be able to shrink them down and fit them on these cases. But to be fair, really, unless you've got a show radio, then you want something that's practical that you can use really, and this will do the job. In the background there you can hear the scanner printer. Let me just turn you around and I'll show you what I'm up to. So this is the 3D printer at work. As you can see, I'm printing two tops now. One to replace the one I've broken yet again, and another one, and I'm printing a base. The one on the right hand side there is a new base, so I'll have two complete ones then to mess with. Got some ABS coming tomorrow, so I'm going to print up a couple in ABS and try as well. But yeah, just thought I'd show you that working. I'll leave it running for a bit. I thought you'd get in for a little bit of a closer look there. Just show you what it's up to. It's a lovely bit of kit. So thanks again to Carol for buying me that for Christmas. Yeah, spoilt. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm sure you get the gist of how it gets built. Let's say if you want me to put do some more 3D printing videos, I will. But as I say, it's more of a thing that I've got to help me get bits that I wouldn't normally be able to get. So hopefully I'm going to be able to do some knobs, etc. with this. I'm hoping the ABS, being it's a little bit stronger than the PLA, I'll be able to manufacture some knobs with it. So that's going to be interesting. Well, there we are. That's it. Hope you've enjoyed that. I've had fun making this. I'm always thinking of things I can make with the 3D printer, and if there's enough people that want these, I might look at making some more for people. Say I'll work out some pricing and stick them on my website if I get a chance. But please, if you are interested in one, just let me know, or a pair of them. And the more responses I get, then the more likely I am to start making some. So there you are. Really useful. So if you like that, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you would. Please also check out my Patreon site. Fairly slow going on Patreon, but I've got a few subscribers there now on Patreon, so any more help would be very much appreciated. Thanks for now, and catch me on another video soon.